We've got BYU defensive tackle here, Eathyn Manumaleuna. Talk about maybe some of the things that you do well on the football field.
I like movement. I like to move my feet. I like agility work. But I think some things I can work on is being more stout and being more strong on the line, not getting knocked back. Double teams, just being stout during double teams.
We feel like they can play. We'll do the rest. We'll push them. We'll work them. Get every ounce of effort out of them, and teach them the fundamentals. But their heart's got to be in the right place, so that way we can recruit the right kids that fit BYU. What kind of guys I'm looking for to play here at BYU? Well, number one, they got to fit BYU. You can find a lot of players that can play. They can go anywhere and play. Not necessarily that we might go after a kid that is a blue chip guy, but if he doesn't fit BYU, we won't recruit him. What does that mean, fit? Well, it means high standards. We have an honor code they have to live by. Obviously effort is so important when they're playing. Just blue collar. Kids that just work hard.
And talk a little about Coach Kaufusi and how he's helped you develop as a defensive tackle.
He has great knowledge. He's been in the league. He's been through it all pretty much. So, he's just trying to carry it over to us. So he's got a lot of stuff. But overall, he's doing well, teaching us what we need to do, especially in our assignments and techniques.
If you describe him as a coach in terms of the way that he instructs you and teaches you in terms of technique, how would you describe him?
Very calm about it. He's pretty, he does really well easing into teaching us what we need to know. But he's also hard on us when we need it. He can be blunt sometimes. So he's well-rounded pretty much. Got a lot of depth this year, which will help us with our reps, getting some rest sometimes. But he teaches the same things every year. It's just up to us. There's another part where we need to do our part.
Like I said, we pass up a lot of kids because if they, we do our homework, and if they don't fit BYU, we're not going to recruit them.
There's another part where we need to do our part. So if we can grasp what he's trying to teach us and put in our own efforts a little extra, then we should be fine.
Like Coach Mendenhall always say, farmer work ethic. That's what we're looking for. And not necessarily, the most athletic or the most quickest. They got to have a little bit. As long as they have enough, and we feel like they can play. We'll do the rest. We'll push them. We'll work them. Get every ounce of effort out of them, and teach them the fundamentals. But their heart's got to be in the right place, so that way we can recruit the right kids that fit. Whether you're LDS or non-LDS kid, we're going to do our homework to find out everything about your character, everything about your work ethic, and everything that academics, as far as your school, your grades. All those things are important. Those components are so important to evaluating, and not necessarily just hang our hat on someone that can run a 4.3 or someone that's 6'5", 290 that can dominate. Okay, all those things are behind the other stuff.